Hello beauties, welcome to Lady Lay Tarot. Today's reading is a subscriber's request. It is regarding the thoughts that your ex has about you. Specifically, we're going to be taking a look at your ex's thoughts of you as a person now, your ex's thoughts on the relationship you had, any regrets about the breakup, his general feeling when he remembers you. Is it apathy, sadness, happiness, regret? And some letter charms will also be used. We'll also take a look at, does he want to reach out? There are 5 piles from which to pick from. Take a moment or two to reflect which number or which stone you feel is beckoning you. You could try rolling the dice 10 to 15 times, as I always like to say, to select your pile, or you can do it intuitively. The first stone is this hazy one. The second is the purple. The third is the blue and white. The fourth is the brown and blue. And the fifth is the yellow one. So please make your selection and we'll get straight into the reading. Let's get into it. Hi, Pile 1. Welcome to your reading. You felt drawn to the number 1, to this smoky stone here, or to this card that flew out, storyteller. This is giving us a hint as to one of the things that your ex thinks about you. So he thinks that you are an expert storyteller, you are amusing, and it says you express life through stories and symbols. So perhaps you told him some stories which stuck with him, and what he remembers are the stories that you told, or in some cases here, your singing, your talent in music as well. But we're going to take a look at some other cards. So first, I'm going to get some cards out for your ex's thought of you as a person, you know, your attractiveness, or yeah, how he sees your character now that he looks back on it in his mind. So we'll get that here on the left. And we'll also get some cards for your ex's thoughts on the relationship you had when he looks back on it. And also on the right, we'll get some cards for his feelings when he remembers you. And finally, we'll do some cards for, at the end, does he want to reach out? And also take a look at some letter charms as another layer of confirmation for you. Okay, so let's get started with the pile picking process, which is sped up, and we'll get into the reading. Okay, so your cards are ready, Pile 1. Let's take a look at what your ex's thoughts of you are, what he thinks of you as a character, as a person. Okay, first we have the Death card, Detachment, Bat, Well, Escape, and Destroyer. Okay, so these are specifically his thoughts of you. So unfortunately, I don't see that he has very many positive thoughts of you when he remembers you. He thinks that you were destructive, that this relationship perhaps, or you are someone who destroys things and has maybe a volatile nature, screams at him, or has a lot of anger issues. With the Detachment, he sees you as being emotionally cold. Maybe you are also an Aquarius or Scorpio. He sees you as somewhat of a danger or someone that he couldn't predict. So there was an element of danger for him when he remembers you. It says, take care, enemies are working against you. With the Family card here, I do need another clarifier for that, but it does look like he thinks you were someone close to your own family, or that he wonders what having a family with you would have been like. And with that Escape card here, perhaps for many of you, this is not that you have a very volatile nature, but that You are fearful of confrontation. And this is what that's talking about, that you can't handle volatility or aggression. So you escape because you can't handle that. You're not strong enough to do that. So it depends on the person watching. I'm seeing both scenarios. Either that he sees you as someone who is volatile, who screams, who was like dramatic, that he felt was threatening, and he wanted to escape from. Or conversely, if this person was the type who was screaming, who was attacking you, he sees you as being like a coward and fleeing and not wanting to handle any type of negativity. So just taking the easy route. But you're someone he sees as being close to your own family, or someone that he wonders if he could have had a family with. But he does think that you are very amusing and good at telling stories. He remembers your stories. Yes, so those are the things that I see here. And let's take a look at the cards for your ex's thought on the relationship that you guys had. Now, when he looks back on it, how does he see this relationship you guys had? Ooh, okay. So we have Two of Coins, Nine of Wands, definitely something full of anxiety, danger, maybe even in money matters, Vampire, like someone was emotionally unavailable, maybe even one-sided, or someone, you see both of these figures clutching their chest and fearful, anxious, even this card here. And it seems like it was you, because the female figures here are like clutching their pearls, or scared, fearful, the expressions like they're in danger. So he sees this relationship as being harmful to your health, playing up on your anxiety. Again, we have the Independence Detachment card here. So he sees someone was emotionally not available or even volatile within this relationship. Money may have also been a problem. So it says unsettled times, need to plan ahead. Perhaps the future was unclear and someone was zapping, one of the people in this party was zapping the other of their life force. And the reason why I say I feel like one side was volatile and not the other is because even with the bear imagery here, you have like one is kind, doting, the other one poses a threat. And we have with these figures here, like one person is definitely feeling out of their depth within their relationship, feeling like they are depleted of their energy to survive. Maybe there was even chronic complaining or codependency issues in this relationship, but definitely this relationship does not look like a light one in this person's eyes when he looks or she looks back on it. It's something that they think was actually probably good that it broke off with the Independence card here, because one person was definitely being threatened and zapped of their life force, even maybe, sorry to say, some physical danger here, or financial danger. And for those of you who have kids, it's like not a good environment for the kids. Okay, we have the children imagery here as well. So something that would have not been healthy for children to witness. So we're also going to take a look at the cards that came through for his general feeling when he remembers you. So is it apathy? Is it sadness, regret? Is it happiness that it's over? Is it excitement? Let's see. So child wounded. Seems like this person does have wounds regarding this relationship being over with the Lover's card here. Most likely this person was the bear in this situation, because the females here seem to be the one that are bothered. So he remembers the love that you gave, the nurturing, the kindness that you gave, despite him being maybe even a monster-like or having aggression issues. And with the criticism, inspiration, let's see, rat, someone working against you behind your back. We have discrimination, the Virgo card. Interesting, we have the Virgo card here again. We have the funnel, period of frustration, lessons to be learned. You know, with these cards, I'm seeing that this person does kind of miss and long for this relationship, because he or she is still wounded about this, and remembers the love that was given freely from you, or the potential of this relationship with that Pisces card. But this person also remembers that they didn't like being criticized by you, or they didn't like, the head games here, and also the deceptive quality, the frustration that came along with this relationship, the judgment. You see, interestingly, both of these figures are pointing to something almost like critical of it, like, I don't want this, I want it to be that way. So they feel like you were someone who wanted to change them, maybe rightfully so. So that is a part that it looks like, don't really miss, because they're frustrated by that aspect of the relationship. But they're wounded about the relationship when they remember the love that was given freely, the kindness, even the beauty that you brought into the relationship on a physical level, the hotness that you brought into the relationship. But they do view it in a toxic light as well. And they feel like you were, that would make sense. We had the inimical, someone is working against you. See, this is how they viewed you, right? Enemies are working against you. They viewed you as someone trying to change them, being sneaky with them, and causing frustration in their life, judging them. Like, I don't want it this way, be this way. So someone who's trying to change them. But let's also get some cards out for any regrets about the breakup, like straight yes or no answer. Okay, does this person really regret the breakup? Let's get 2 cards. Okay, so we have the Hanged Man and the Lovers. Wow, the Lovers came out next to the Lovers. So this is a no card, and the Lovers is mostly yes card, leaning towards a maybe. So in some respects, but not totally. Not totally. It's like they almost don't want to think about it, because they just feel like, the sneakiness or the trying to change or the criticism that came along with this relationship was as equal to, the way that this person felt inspired by you. They felt like there was a lot of wounding going on in this relationship, or maybe even a third party for some of y'all. So they feel like there was just too much of trying to change the other party going on in this relationship. So it's a 50-50. This is a no card, and this is a yes towards a maybe card. So it's mostly like a maybe to a no card. No, they don't really regret the breakup. They feel like there was a lot of frustration and lessons needed to be learned. So lastly, let's also get some cards, or 2 or 3 cards, for does he want to reach out? Let's get 2 cards. We have the Ace of Swords, and we have the 6 of Pentacles. This looks to be mostly a yes. This is, Ace of Swords is a card of messages. So what I see here is they would like to, if they ran into you, to reach out to you, to hear back from you for sure, if it came their way. So the answer is yes, they do want to reach out, or to hear from you. And not that I'm encouraging you to, reach out to them or anything, or talk to them. And let's finally get some charms as another layer of confirmation if you seek that. Let me arrange these and I'll be back. Okay, pile 1, these letters came out. They may be your initials, the initials of a city, or this person's initials. As another layer of confirmation, they are Z, NYT, FKIU, VG, and X. So I hope that this was informative. Thank you for watching Pile 1. If you liked it, please do leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Take care. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. You felt drawn to the number 2. This purple stone here, or the card Midas Miser. This is one of the first clues as to what your ex thinks of you now as a person. So it could mean one of 2 things. It says creative ability to turn anything to gold, delight in sharing life's riches. So you could be someone who has been very generous to this person. Or conversely, it says hoarding money and emotions, obsessive fear of losing your wealth. So it really depends on the situation. And we're going to take a look at more cards here. The first pile on the left, we're going to get some cards out for your ex's thoughts of you as a person, as a woman, your appearance, whatnot. In the center, we're going to get some cards for your ex's thoughts on the relationship you guys had. What does he think about it now when he looks back on it? And on the right, we're going to have cards for his general feeling when he remembers you. Is it of happiness that it's over? Is it of sadness? Is it of regret or apathy? And at the end, we'll also take a look at, does he want to reach out? Plus, we'll take a look at some letter charms as just another layer of confirmation if you seek that. So this process of card picking is sped up, and we'll get straight into the reading afterwards. Let's get into it. Okay, pile two. So first, let's look at the cards for your ex's thought of you as a person, as a character, as, relationship material. Wow, happiness and well-being, Sun. Dog close-up, pleasure with a close friend. Pioneer. Vampire. Flattery. Two of coins and companionship. Look at that. So pile two, this person definitely sees you as someone who was a good companion to him, someone who cheered him or her up. Happiness and well-being, full of affection, closeness, loveliness, friendship, kindness. Dog close-up, adorable, cute. With the flattery, someone who complimented him, perhaps, and someone who they may not have always seen eye to eye with. Obviously, as we have here, it's like Jekyll and Hyde nature, but one that they admired. We have the signs of Gemini and Libra here. That may mean something. But definitely somebody who was just beautiful and regal and made a wonderful companion. And who could tolerate their nastiness, who was there for them through thick and thin. And that I'm getting with this figure here. You see with the bear and this child, like this person is tolerating them in good times and in bad, even with that card here, close up, someone loyal to the core, as dogs are. With the vampire card here, there is an element of toxicity, but mostly I'm seeing this card as someone who is withdrawn, maybe not very revealing of their secrets. So they also see you as someone who, with the Scorpio energy here, someone who's a bit secretive. And it says here maybe chronic complaining and codependency. So maybe you had some codependency issues with this person, or you were someone who felt suffocated by this relationship, or that you were a reserved person, person who could keep secrets and didn't tell others or this person about how you were feeling. But they think of you as someone who is radiant, a great companion, a great person to have as a partner, who would be there through thick and thin for a person. Loyal, beautiful, regal, even with this pioneer card here. Even maybe innovative. You see with the heart here, they still remember you with love and passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. Maybe you're even like a very original, someone like that they haven't come across before, the way that you talk or the way that you are in a relationship. It's like you light up the room, seeing that ray of sunshine imagery here. And you have a lot of fresh takes, fresh perspectives that this person hasn't seen in another relationship that they've had. So that definitely they have a very, very good impression of you even now. And let's see, with these cards for your ex's thoughts on the relationship you had when he thinks back on it, what does he think of it? Wow, Ten of Swords. Lobster, financial pinch, happiness. Okay, we're getting the happiness card again. Definitely this person remembers the happy times still, for sure. I don't think that they forgot. Wow, femme fatale and extremism. Very strange how it's echoing that Two of Coins. So this is the first card that came out with the caution, the Ten of Swords. They do remember the happy times, but they also remember the very brutal times, the times that were a red flag. They remember how you were maybe drowning in this relationship, how it all went down in flames. Like the ending of it is very much in their mind. They remember how sexy and attractive you were, how good the physicality of this relationship was, how much they felt drawn to you, especially intimacy-wise, and that you were just someone that was like, with the Libra card here, like a very beautiful companion to have, someone that they would want to show off, someone who was deserving of being shown off. But they also remember the extreme times in this relationship, like the very lows and the very highs. Yeah, it's very interesting here. Maybe the financial part or the things that you guys said to one another to hurt is still very much fresh in this person's mind, even though they do remember the happy times as well. It's a Scorpion Virgo card. But I want to get another clarifier for that with the lobster and the extremism and the caution. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, so this is a card of finances. So somehow they remember how getting together with you felt like they were winning, and then something, maybe some heated words were exchanged, or like when it was coming down, it was really painful. It was like fate had stepped in and it was really hurtful. So maybe even financially. But yeah, with this card here, it's like they're trying to control you. There was some controlling aspect to this relationship, or it's also echoing the fact that you didn't like to be controlled. So they felt like you might have been a danger. You weren't like the other people that they had been with previously. You see, notice the other figures drowning here. So that was like a red flag to you, that you wouldn't listen, that you were more like a free, loving, going your own way type of person. And they tried to get you to abide by their rules, by their ways. But yeah, the relationship, how it broke down, they remember that very clearly as well. So I want to get another clarifier for that. The Ten of Swords, what do they remember about the demise of this relationship? They remember the pain. The strength, yeah, the pain of this relationship. They, like I said, it's very interesting. We have the backs of these figures. Definitely, they just remember how sexy you were, and your body, and your sensuality, and how they felt good in your arms, but the fighting was just too much. So it felt really painful to them when it ended. That's what they remember. Like it went from this loving energy, something that is really hot, to something that is really hot in a negative way. And let's take a look now at his general feeling now when he remembers you. How does he feel? Rescuer. The Star. Like a wish coming true. He wishes that he could reconcile. Mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and willing to change. Discrimination. Plenty of material things and affair. Okay, so I'm getting several different messages with these cards. So for some of you, this person could be in a new relationship, so they try not to think of it because it would just be too much trying to get out of this relationship that they have now, or they think that they have to move on. Those are the cards that were played. But deep in their heart, for sure, we see with the Star card here, they see that they could have had so much with you. They could have had it all, like that Adele song is coming to mind. And with the discrimination, they are not sure they made the right choice in not being with you. And with the Rescuer, it's like they feel a hole in their heart, something is missing, and they want to be rescued by you. but they feel powerless to do anything because they don't feel like they have the strength to do it, that they maybe behaved stupidly as a mule or donkey would with maybe cheating on you or getting into another relationship. That Leo card there, and the Virgo. So now that the choices are made, or perhaps you're in a relationship, like they can't turn it back, but in their heart of hearts, it looks like, yes, they do want that because they had so much with you. They could see they had the whole spectrum, the whole shebang. Or another interpretation of this is like they're lacking the funds to make this happen, to feel safe about pursuing you now. But definitely they would like to be with you, is what I'm seeing with these cards. But let's take a look definitively as to, does he want to reach out to you? Let's get 2 cards. Does pile 2's person want to reach out? Okay, so these 3 cards came out. Let's see which of these 3 wants to come out the most. Okay, we have the Strength card here, the Page of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. The answers are yes here. Yes, if there was a way. You see, in both these cards, the direction is pointed out. If they could find the way to do it, yes, they would, because they felt very safe in your arms, and they liked that experience they had with you. They remember those times with great fondness. If it was possible, if they were shown how it could be done, then yes, the cards say yes, they do want to reach out and reconcile. And let's take a look also at the letter charms as just another layer of confirmation. They don't need to resonate, but just in case. Okay, let's see. Let me arrange these and then I'll get back to you. Okay, so pile 2, these letters came out. We have Z, N, V, C, K, Q, X, B, N, H, V, K, J, U, and Y. And sorry, there's another one here. It's another X. Okay. So I hope that this was informative. If you liked it, please hit like and subscribe to support the channel. Take care, and I'll catch you in another reading. Bye, pile 2. Have a lovely day. Hi, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. You felt drawn to this number, this blue and white stone, or the card that flew out for your pile, the Prince. This is giving us a hint as to one of the things that this X thinks about you. So they think of you as being a romantic and someone who is hoping for more, someone who treats them well, like a prince or princess would. But we're going to get some cards. On the left here, we're going to get cards for your ex's thoughts of you as a person, as a partner, now that they're looking back on it. In the middle, we're going to get cards of your ex's thoughts of how the relationship was like that you had when they look back on it now. And finally, we're going to take a look at the cards for his general feelings when he remembers you. Is it one of regret, apathy, happiness that it's over, something else? And also, we'll take a look at the end at some cards for does he want to reach out? And also some letter charms as just another layer of confirmation if you need that. So let me see which cards are coming through. This process of card picking is sped up, and we'll get straight into the messages. All right, let's get into it. All right, pile 3. So let's take a look first at your ex's thoughts of you as a person, as a partner. We have the Midas Miser, Rebel, Revenge. Okay, definitely they see you as some sort of Spitfire, someone who is angry or bitter. With that Revenge card here, the Reconciliation, someone who lacks forgiveness and is thinking of them as someone that is cruel or mean. Okay. So when they think back on you, they think of you as someone who was full of hopes and dreams. And we also had that Prince card here, someone who was romantic even, maybe overly so. This is the tale of the Little Mermaid. Maybe you made a great deal of sacrifices. That's what the Little Mermaid is about. And you got burned at the end. So then you wanted revenge. So they think of you as someone who thinks negatively of them, criticizes them, and perhaps doesn't think reconciliation is a possibility. So yeah, even with that thing here, the cobweb, that makes me think that this person thinks of you as someone who does not want a reconciliation, feels like they were treated so wrong in this relationship that they don't want to go back to it, that they have changed. So they think of you as someone who used to be sweet, but now is more of this like, I don't care about nothing. Challenges authority, so doesn't give a hoot about what this person thinks, and is like the total opposite, blasé and even bitter about life following this breakup. This may or not be true, but this is just showing us the perception of you as a person now when they're looking back at it. So with that card here, like I said, they see you as having been generous to them, and now you're holding back because they did something wrong. Maybe it was an affair, a really personal insult, and now you're keeping things to your chest, close to your chest. You've been burned, and you know that saying, like, hell hath no fury like a woman burned, scorned rather. For that cobweb, let me get another clarifier. Okay, let's see. Okay, King of Pentacles. So with the turtle imagery there, it's like you're moving things along very slowly. You are cautious now. They see you as being someone who maybe even evolved, moved up. It's like a totally different person from how they were when you were with them. So someone evolved, focused on their work, focused on their abundance, and cautious, because this relationship may have traumatized you, according to this person. So now let's take a look at the cards for your ex's thought on the relationship you had. When they look back on it, what do they think about the relationship? Okay, we have seduction. They definitely remember how you guys met. Wow. Ten of Cups. That's a beautiful card to get. The Aries restlessness card here. We have the Throne. Wow. Okay. Very good omens. They have a positive view of this. Again, we get the turquoise imagery here. They remember how somebody was moving very slow in this relationship. Perhaps it was them, martyr. Okay. Or perhaps it was you, rescuer. And the grasshopper situation in the balance that requires careful handling. Okay, so their thoughts of the relationship that you guys had. They see it as one of love and of great physicality, like attraction, definitely, with these two cards here, the heart imagery and the Throne, something that they thought had great potential to grow and evolve, but maybe they took it too slow, is the thing I'm getting here. The Ten of Cups, they see this relationship as something that could have been serious or was serious, that was an envy of their friends, or one that they would have proudly showed off. So with that restlessness card and the rescuer, you see like this health sign, this person coming to the rescue of this person. So either you or this person provided very significant emotional support, or even financial, physical support to the other, like you are my rock comes to mind. So they think of you as someone who was their rock, who helped them in times of need, or maybe even vice versa. So very positive thoughts about the relationship when they think back on it. Like they really think it was full of love. It was very compatible. It started off with great attraction, and they wanted to learn all about you. And they wanted to serve you, it looks like, in the beginning at least, for sure. They remember like the wow aspect of this relationship, how everything felt right. it was just ascending. Their life was ascending at the time. So they remember basically only the positive things of this relationship, except maybe something that was a core issue that was precarious that somehow got in the way of this wonderful relationship. But let's see what that is. So can we get a clarifier what that precarious situation was? Okay, 2 cards flew out. So some key thing here happened. Maybe they fell in love with someone else is one of the signs I'm seeing. Or age was a factor here with the 3 of Wands, or they wanted to explore other options. They didn't feel ready, or the age, yeah, the age might have been a factor. Yeah, the 3 of Wands here. Travel distance may have also been a factor. And that was the precarious situation. So they remember that factor being a key factor into what led to the downfall of this relationship. But they definitely remember your seductive qualities, how they felt strongly for you. Okay. And finally, let's take a look, not finally, but you know what I mean, at the general feeling that he has, his thoughts when he remembers you. So we have Goddess. Wow. This person definitely thinks of you as being highly attractive. Loss. Okay, they feel like something important has been lost. There is some regret here. Vase, secret admirer. We have the ostentation, the exaltation, the Knight of Wands, and plenty of material things. Let me also get 2 cards out for are they regretful at having lost this relationship? Okay, so these were yes or no cards actually, and according to these cards, this is the only yes card in the center. These 2 are no, so it's mostly a no. They are not regretful. They had fun with you. Maybe they felt like they couldn't figure out what their priority was at the time, or it was just very tiring to them towards the end. So for the peace of everyone involved, they felt like this had to end, at least for that time. So how do they feel when they remember you? They remember you as being very beautiful, feminine, expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. They have definitely those feelings of like remembering your beauty, your body, the way that you carried yourself, even your hair here. And with the ostentation, they remember the feeling of like this was going somewhere, but what they also remember is like the deep loss. This is like the 5 of Wands, this fighting, or, you know, the card of regret, 5 of Cups as well. But now they feel like they have to charge ahead, forge ahead, even with these, the chariot looking things here, that this is also a Cancer card in case that resonates, that they have to move forward, that this was a highlight of their life at that time. But they have to maybe even put it at the back of their mind. But when they remember you, they remember how this was like a high time in their life, how everything felt magical. Everything was moving, you see, with these transportation cards here. It could even be that they want to come back to you because they secretly admire you with that card there. You know, they secretly still love you. They think you're spunky. They think you're hot. The legs are also highlighted in these cards here. So your body, they definitely find you still very attractive. But yeah, they're sad over the loss as well. Let's see. Do they want to reach out? Do they want to reconnect? Okay, let's see. So we have the Chariot again. That's a yes card. Yes, sometimes they do, but this card, the 8 of Swords, they feel trapped, like they can't. I'm not sure why they feel trapped. Is it because they are in another situation now, or the distance here may be a factor? But it seems like if they could bridge the gap in the distance, if you guys were not living in different towns or something, then yes, but they feel trapped. But let me get one more card for Does this person want to reconnect with you? And the Queen of Swords, it's actually mostly a no card. But what I'm getting with this is mostly this person doesn't know what they want. They feel like they would come against strong opposition from a female here. So why are they fearful of reaching out? Let's see. We have work, achievement, success. So maybe they're focused on their career now, and or they feel inferior to you like an ant would, or they don't feel successful enough for you. They have to focus on their exaltation, on their life improving. Maybe you're something that was them in a younger time. And the romance card here, perhaps they do have someone else right now, or you are in another situation, so, or even married. That's why this person feels trapped, even though they have secret admiration for you. But yeah, it seems like they don't want to be the first to make the move. Okay, so let's also get some letter charms as another layer of confirmation. Let me arrange these and I'll be back. Okay, so these letters came out. Pile number 3, L, J, Z, F, J, E, K, J, V, K, R, K again, L, Y, B, M, B, M, N. Okay. So these may be your initials, this person's initials, or the initials of the city, or they may spell something else out. So this was your reading. I hope that this was informative. If you found it helpful, please consider liking and subscribing to support the channel. Thank you, and I'll see you later. Bye, Pile 3. Hi, Pile 4. Welcome to your reading. You felt drawn to the number 4, to this brown and blue stone here, and or to the card, the Guide. This is giving us a hint as to one of the things that your ex thinks about you. So it says, represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself, or places financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. What I can say to you is this person sees you as someone who showed them a way out of darkness, someone who was like a teacher to them, their counsel in hard times. Maybe you even had some dark qualities that this person learned from. You know, with the owl here, you came to impart this person knowledge according to what they think about you, someone full of wisdom and lessons. And we're going to take a look at the 3 piles here, get some cards out for your ex's thoughts of you now when they look back on you. Like, what do they think about you now? Your ex's thoughts of this relationship that they had with you when they look back on it now. And your ex's general feeling, thoughts when he remembers you. Is he happy, apathetic, sad? And also at the end, we'll take a look at cards for, does he want to reach out to you? Would he like to hear back from you? And also some letter charms as just another layer of confirmation if you really want that. So let me get the cards out. This process will be sped up and we'll get straight into the reading. All right. Okay, Pile 4, so your cards are ready. Let's take a look at what your ex thinks of you. Wow, Angel. Helping those in need. Okay, 4 of Wands. Someone who was a wonderful companion, marriage material. Wow, Cat, a two-faced friend. You know, someone who had perhaps a bitchy side, a side which was angry at them. Also, Principal, the Sagittarius card, July, the Idealism, the Clouds, the Servant. Okay, so this person, how they view you when they look back on you as a person, as a character. They see you as having been sacrificial, very kind, very giving, with like maybe no expectation of return, just being there for them in their time of need. As it says here, like loving to serve others, and perhaps even someone as like not having money, because it says lack of money here. So kind of dependent on them for finances is one of the things here. So like a traditional person as well with the Principal card. So someone who was moral, upstanding, but with the cat here, a two-faced friend. What is that about? I want to see a clarifier. So let me get a clarifier for what they're saying with that card. You know, cats are cuddly, but this cat does not look particularly sweet and cuddly. Wow. Okay, the Sun card again. This could be a Leo or a Cancer, who are family-oriented, loyal, but moody. So that sign may resonate to you or your partner somehow. So, yeah, I'm seeing like dualistic nature, bipolar, like how kind you were and how angry you were at the end, maybe. But definitely very feminine, very doting and encouraging and serving. Four of Wands, a card of marriage, partnerships. So with the Clouds, temporary problems, like someone who helped them not see the problems, but the bright side of life, you know, brought them to a higher level of ascending. An idealistic person to have on their side, by their side. So someone who served them, maybe someone who's also a perfectionistic in a way with the Principal card and the idealism here. It reminds me of Virgo, even though these cards are Sag and Aquarius. So someone rather clean, ordered, very good for the home and marriage material. So let's also take a look at what do they think about the relationship you guys had when they look back on it. Midas, Miser, egotism, protection, Cobweb, protected from negative forces. Okay, Ram, a stubborn, aggressive person, and Ace of Wands. Very interesting. Seeing several different interpretations. First off, with that, they could have been Capricorn or Aries. There's a stubborn streak to this person, so they remember how stubborn they were in this relationship, how you guys maybe butted heads, you know, like somebody wanted to be on top. It was like a fight for control, and or someone was too prideful to admit their mistakes. I'm seeing like this person may have been very hard to deal with, may have been the type to be like, it's my way or the highway, or competitive and jealous. They also think that this relationship brought out a very imaginative, nurturing side to them, helped them with their talent or their work, was inspired by you. You helped them glow up. With the protection card here, they remember how nurtured they felt by this relationship. Particularly if you guys have children together, they think that this relationship was very significant, and they are happy to have gotten with you because you made a good caretaker. They really admire the family unit that you guys built up together and how you raised children. So with the entrepreneurial, it's like you were good for their business is what I'm seeing with these cards, or for their talent, getting them to be more bossed up, even maybe helping them financially. The Cobweb, they felt stuck in old patterns, but you got them out of their comfort zone. You're challenging them to not be so uptight and try new things, new experiences, a different way, and helping them look better and more stylish too. But I want to see another clarifier for that. So let me see a clarifier for that. One more. The Hope card, Seven of Swords, and the Mortification card here. Wow, interesting. So somehow either they felt humiliated by this relationship, or they felt like there was a quality in this relationship which made them feel small, inferior. So they tried to look bigger or more puffed up than they were. Or they remember how like they humiliated you and how there is like very little hope of this relationship coming back to life. you know, with the cobweb and the hope card here. There's a very slim chance of this relationship coming back to life because either because they felt belittled or the humiliation that they visited upon you was just too much to bear, so they don't see this as being likely to come back, this relationship. So that's what they remember, their thoughts on the relationship. And now we're going to get cards for his general feeling when he remembers you. March, rose, romance. Okay, he remembers the romance, the lovely quality of this relationship. The Nine of Pentacles, how his life was easy and even maybe financially abundant. The Avenger, he remembers the betrayal, the pettiness in this relationship, and the feeling of like somebody wanting to get revenge. The Isolation next to the March. The Child Orphan. And the Order. So he feels like this relationship not working out was his karma. That's what I'm seeing here. And with the Orphan card here, it's almost like this person expected to be left and feels like that's just how it was meant to happen. That this relationship, like, it's almost like self-sabotage, right? Because he had abandonment issues, or he was a loner, needed his personal space, that he felt like good things must come to an end. With the Nine of Coins, everything started off beautifully, so good things have to come to an end, and this is just the cycle of life. Somebody had to get hurt. He's used to pain, he expects it. But another thing that I'm seeing here is like the breakdown of this family. If you guys have a kid or kids in common, this person feels like this was unfair, that their kids are suffering because of the demise of this relationship, because the romance part didn't work. So they want to put that in order. But let me get another clarifier for that order. Oh, gee, okay. So first off, I have to mention I see Aquarius here next to the Virgo. That may be an important month or birthday for some of you here. Wow, Nine of Coins, definitely the great happiness. They remember how happy and fulfilled they felt in this family type of environment with you. They remember the good times. The memories are bittersweet. And so let me take a look. Do they regret that this relationship fell apart? Let me get 2 cards. Or 3. Six of Pentacles, that's a yes. 4 of Swords, that's a mostly no card or maybe card. And we have Ace of Wands, that's a definite yes. So yes, mostly this person feels sad about the demise of this relationship. And does he want to reach out? So let me get some cards out for, does he want to reach out? Yes or no, please, Spirit. Can you tell us? 3 cards. Does he want to reach out? Does he want to reach out? To pile number 4. 7 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles. Yes, yes. Oh, wow. 6 of Pentacles again. He does want to reach out. 2 of Wands. The 7 of Swords, but he wants to do it in a sneaky way. This is the only no card. These 2 are yes cards. He almost wants it to be done like casually, where you guys chance upon each other and then you exchange words and it happens that way. Yeah, so that is what I'm seeing. And let us take a look lastly at some letter initials as another layer of confirmation if you seek that. All right, let me arrange these and I'll be back. Okay, so these letters came through. We have I, G, R, F, N, J, V, Z, Q, F, J, K, I, K, T, C, N, K, M, or W, and V. So these may be your initials, the initials of this person, or spell something else out like the city or something. So I hope that this was informative, Pile 4. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, please press like and subscribe to support the channel. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Have a lovely day. Hi, Pile 5. Welcome to your reading. You felt drawn to this number, this yellow stone, and or the card that flew out for your pile is shapeshifter. This is one of the things that this person thinks about you, your ex. So with this, it says skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness, ability to see the potential in everything. And it also says projecting any image that serves your personal agenda in the moment. They see you as somewhat of a Piscean figure. I don't know, maybe that's your rising sign, or that's just the attribute that they see you as, like someone who is able to be chameleon-like, adapt to every environment, and a bit of a moody person as well, and maybe even a spiritual person. You see the chakras here represented, so someone who is spiritually in touch with themselves, with a depth, and someone who has levels of pain and awareness as well. But we're going to take a look at some other cards that come through. For here on the left, your ex's thoughts of you when they look back at you. What do they think of you as a person, as a partner? In the middle, we'll get cards for your ex's thoughts of the relationship that you guys had. What does he think about the relationship now? And also we'll get cards for his general feelings when he remembers you and this relationship. Is he sad, happy, apathetic? You know, and also at the end, we'll get some letter charms as just another layer of confirmation if you seek that. And also we'll get a few cards for does he want to reach out at the very end as well. So let's get into it. This process of card picking will be sped up. Let's start. Okay, pile 5. So first off, let's take a look at what cards came through for your ex's thoughts of you as a person. 10 of coins. Okay, that's beautiful. So someone who perhaps has a lot of charisma in the community, family-oriented person, or someone who's able to socialize with a lot of people or be a great mentor or sympathetic ear for people such as children. So we have 2 of Wands, the Vampire card, the Control card. So it could be in some cases that they view you as someone older than them, someone wiser than them. We have also the Damsel card. So someone who is also emotional and perhaps feels drained by the moods of others, like their constitution is fragile. They can be manipulated or targeted because they are a sensitive soul. You know how when someone has Pisces heavy chart, they can almost, or for example, Neptune conjunct Moon in their chart, they can pick up on others' emotions and vibrations very easily, and it drains them. And so they're actually highly sensitive and suggestible. So it says, or an empath, it says understanding the nature of healthy romance, but on the flip side, waiting for a knight to provide for you, seduction by romantic illusion. So they see you as somewhat like deceiving yourself, being very beautiful, dainty, even smart, and Capricorn, responsible with these cards here, but also someone who is deluding yourself and allowing yourself to be controlled by forces that are outside of yourself, influenced. With the 2 of Wands, they see you as having like a dualistic nature, 2 sides to you, one that is perhaps very public, the other very insecure and vulnerable. So like it's as though your persona is one of a person who's in control. Maybe that's why we got the shapeshifter card, who is wise, who is in control of their career, of their life, who's optimistic, happy even, with the Sagittarius card here. But on the flip side, you're actually quite vulnerable, and it's almost like you don't know what to do with yourself. You're dependent on other people's approval, validation, maybe even this person's validation. So this person sees you as somewhat of a dualistic nature, which it doesn't look like they particularly like. And with the karma, you will reap what you have sown. So, this person may see you as a karmic. Okay, but I want to get another clarifier for that card with the karma haystack card. It could also be that they feel that you feel that in this relationship, you want karma visited upon this person, and you believe that God will bring this karma. So they are bothered by that, is what I'm sensing here, because of the injustices that you've had to endure in relationships in general, or in relationship with this person. But also another clarifier I'm getting is like they think you've had a lot of problems in relationships with the karma. It's like the cycle continues. Maybe, yeah, they feel like this is not your first rodeo having trouble in relationships, and there is some sort of toxic pattern. Maybe you're too dependent emotionally on your partner that you have to get rid of, or you choose toxic people to associate with, even though you are a lovely person. So yeah, they can't put a finger on you, I would say. Now let's take a look at the cards that came through for your ex's thoughts on this relationship that you guys had. 6 of Coins, companion, detachment. So what I can say for sure is that according to these cards, this person feels like they were a bit detached from this relationship, even though you were sacrificing, you were trying your very best. The 6 of Coins. Again, we have this older person imagery. It could have been that you were wiser than them or older than them, literally in age, and they do remember that, and that was something that affected this relationship moving ahead. And with the rebellion, it's almost like they feel that your mentalities, your thought patterns didn't match with the eccentricity card here. Like you had different life goals or values. You were too sacrificial, and they remember how they didn't feel particularly free with you, and they wanted to flee the nest. So this person may have felt attracted to you with a companion, like you have good qualities as a companion, you're sacrificial, but they also remember how they just wanted to escape this relationship. I'm sorry if that hurts. If you don't agree, please switch off and go to another reading with myself or someone else, but that's what I'm seeing here. So I don't see any particularly romantic cards here at all for how they remember the relationship. It's mostly about wanting to get away and leave, and feeling like your minds are different and you're sacrificing for nothing. So finally, let's take a look at his general feeling when he remembers you and this relationship. How does he, you'll be playing a different role. So 3 of Pentacles. Remembers the collaboration, but that you guys had different values. You couldn't agree. Queen of Cups, the romance, the ostentation, the Carrot, and the Advocate. So with this Carrot card here and the romance, he remembers his general feeling when he remembers his general thoughts are that there was potential for romance if he had given it a shot, if he had worked on it, if he hadn't been so inimical and opposed to it. He just didn't like the timing or the seriousness. He felt like he had to go and do his own thing. You'll be playing a different role, like he was meant to leave. And he feels like there are so many things that he doesn't know about you with this particular Queen of Cups, that you were kind, you were helpful, you were inspirational in some ways, but that your work was in vain, okay, because there was some potential and he didn't want to do anything with that potential at that time. That's what he remembers. So let me take a look at, does he regret it? Does he regret the relationship ending? Wow. Okay, so both cards are a no card. Absolutely not. He does not regret it ending. I'm sorry to say, the Death and the 10 of Wands. He does recognize that there was a potential for it, but he thinks most of the work was on your side and maybe he wasn't inspired enough, didn't feel compatible enough. Yeah, and he just wanted to try something else out. He felt like you guys wouldn't have worked out in the long haul. I want to see why that is. Why does he think you guys were not a good match? Okay, so we got these cards, the High Priestess and the Home. Okay, so maybe you wanted to have marriage, a home, children, but he didn't want that at that time. Or, yeah, you were too dreamy for him, is what I'm getting with the High Priestess as well. And, yeah, it feels like almost he thinks you're the one that's pulling most of the weight here, and he didn't feel those feelings initially. Like the strength of the feelings wasn't that much, and he felt like you wanted something grand that he couldn't deliver, but he maybe wanted to travel to get to see other people, and he just had some animosity towards you, is what I also see with the High Priestess card here. It's almost like he doesn't know you well enough, or maybe the type of work that you do doesn't appeal to him as well. The Advocate, like you're a defender of people, and he just wants a partner who's in a different role than the one that you would play in the Home. He has different needs, is what I'm seeing. So also, lastly, let's get some cards for, does he want to reach out to you? Would he like to contact you or hear from you? Let's see. Okay, so let's see. Knight of Swords. We have 9 of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles. So 9 of Pentacles is a yes card. 7 of Pentacles is more toward a maybe, and this is a no card. Yes, if the opportunity presented itself. You see in all these cards, this person is passive. Maybe money is also a requirement if he had the right money, or if he could come back around to this. If other things don't work out, then yes. But yeah, what I see is like he doesn't think it's a good idea now, but yeah, he's open to it if you guys would reconcile. So let me just get one more clarifier for, does he want to reach out? Okay. Does he want to reach out? Knight, 4 of Cups, that is a no card. He's busy with someone else or something else. See, the Nightingale is being neglected here. Here as well, we can see with this particular 9 of Pentacles, he's busy with other things. He's focused, concentrated on other things like his work or what he's manifesting currently. But it seems like if that doesn't work out, then perhaps he would be open to trying to contact you or have you make contact, is what we're seeing here. But he's not focused on this Nightingale, which is you. He's focused on this artificial Nightingale for now. And his luxury and comfort right now, his work. But he's not opposed to contact. Let's also take a look at some letter charms to wrap up this reading as just another layer of confirmation. Okay, and let me fix these up. Okay, pile 5. So these letters came out. We have FY, CCY, VL, V, M or W, ZP, O, JL, XL, and U. So these may be the initials of your person or spell something else out for you as just another layer of confirmation. Oh, and K. Okay. There's also an H. Okay. So please do take care of yourself and leave a like and subscribe if you would like to support the channel. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later. Bye, Pile 5.